Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hi. Friends, thank you so much for making this time. It took effort, it took driving, it took all the things to get here and to be here right now. So thank you. This is like, oh my gosh, you really are our hearts. You really are our hearts. So thank you to get to be together, to just move and laugh and is like the best. This is just the best. So enjoy, all right? To honor your body this morning, honor what it wants, just make some suggestions. And, do you, boo, okay? Like, just do you.
You who are yoga teachers, we have a new title, right? It's like, am I a yoga teacher? Am I a yoga instructor? No, I'm a suggester. Are you a 200-hour ROIT? I'm a 200-hour yoga suggester.
You're just casual suggestions.
You could maybe reach for the ceiling. And then maybe reach for the ceiling.
Consider it. Yeah, maybe.
Consider the possibility of pretending that there are grapes above you. Plucking the grapes. Plucking the grapes.
And let the sounds flow. Something feels amazing. Tell us about it.
That could go south in a hurry.
Oh, yeah.
All right, there's a higher grape up there.
Oh.
Maybe there's a tippy toe grape. Those of you in the middle, try to touch that ceiling. It's only 10 feet. Notice where your feet get a little, whoa, unsteady. That's okay. Our balance develops through losing our balance. Isn't that the fun part? That's like a metaphor for life. Like, we're not here to not lose our balance. We lose our balance, and then we recover, and we learn a little something along the way. Or not, we repeat it. Try pressing with the palm of your hand. And explore, like there's a tippy toes where it's kind of unsteady and you get a little higher, and then try one where you push down with the outside of the foot and go both ways. There we go. Now let's find the in-breath on the extension and the out-breath on the exchange. There we go. Now we're breathing as one. So beautiful. In-breath extension. Does that feel good? Our bodies are designed to tighten up at night. That's why our knuckles don't drag on the ground as we walk. Our body literally cinches back up as we sleep. So a morning stretch is essential. It's like the opposite of sleep. All right, that feels good. Shake out your hands, shake out your legs. We'll be practicing a simple standing movement set today. Just enough to thoroughly wake up our body, get everything going before Sacred Sunday Meditations with Daniela. And for those of you who are here, staying afterwards for some activities. Now, when you shake, there's like shake the hands, but then there's shake the hand from the elbow. So lean over a little and let go of the hand so it shakes, and it shakes because of movement up here. This is a suggestion.
I love it. Whole new branding.
You wouldn't want to consider shaking your hand, would you? Krishna says, I agree.
He's a ham. He's such a ham.
Good. All right, now shake a leg. So this is a little more challenging because you've got to make one leg really steady. And shake in a way you've never shook before. Do weird shake. Do what's this dance called? That like where you like go down and do the twist? Yes, we're those people dancing without music. I briefly considered music today and then that suggestion didn't follow through. All right, so how about that spinal cord breathing? Bring it back. Big breath in through the nose. Now let's get maximum breath here, as if these open windows on both ends require your exhale to get circulation flowing. Let's blow so much this way that the air has to come in and cool us down. Big breath in through the nose and blow it out. Good. He's like, I do this all the time.
So now you're getting it? Yeah. Open your wings, friends. Open your wings.
Good. Daniela has a suggestion. Let's bring the feet wider apart and then let the body melt down. And you can straighten the legs if you'd like. Or you can move up and down. So if your hamstrings want to stretch, there's a back arch. Bend the knees to touch down, then straighten the knees. Just till you feel that. And then bend the knees to come back up. Whew. And then find that full breath that you had with the simpler movement. Yoga is a breathing practice disguised as a movement practice. So don't lose the thread of the breath. Breathing in through your nose cultivates energy. Breathing out through the mouth releases stale, stagnant, leftover byproducts of life. Now, if that forward bend is feeling kind of delicious, it is for me, then you could stay there. Knees are soft, don't lock them back. Walk the feet a little further apart, and then dangle. Finally release the head, and make sure your hands are on something. Each other, or the floor, or your legs. Gently gaze behind you, and breathe into the back of the legs. You can bring your head over to one knee. Notice how the stretch changes to different muscles in the backs of the legs or the calf. Walk over to the other leg, head to knee. And then back to the middle, start to move left and right. Adjust your feet so that it's easy, staying kind of upright, or if your knee is okay with it, you can come and try out the side lunge. Walking your hands, so support yourself with your hands very powerfully, and then roll those toes up. Only if this feels great to your knee. If your knee is like, no thanks, then just stay up and only come to where your knee is partly bent. Come on in, friends. We did a yoga mat free zone, so there's room for everybody.
Come on in.
Make our people us kind of like here.
Oh yeah, there's a spot.
Let's stand
right
on
there.
up and let's everybody go whoosh, boom, and chop and
Make
boom.
another row. Beautiful.
Where should I go?
Yay.
You are in the right place.
There you go.
You found it. We're being all undefined with no yoga mats today.
Right, I know. I feel a little loose with you about that.
So now that we're feeling loose and present, say hi to the person to your left, and to your right, and to your left, and to your right. Will you share what you were sharing last night about like the pandemic and how good it feels to be together? Something. Okay, never mind. That was just a suggestion. Feels good to be together, doesn't it? Find that in your heart. All right, so point to an area that's still tight.
Good morning. Welcome.
Everywhere. I mean, like,
So I got the whole front row did all neck and shoulders. Can you find it? So check with your body, like where have we tended to and where have we not tended to? Right?
legs.
10 minutes. We did like 10 minutes of something, something. And that's not quite enough, and we're getting there, right? That forward fold was like new life for my body. My hamstrings get so tight. If I don't do downward dog or forward fold or a over the desk move every day, I just get cranky. Like my mind gets tight and unhappy because I haven't done basic stretching. And it takes about 20 to 30 minutes to do a full body. You don't need a yoga mat, you don't need a lot of space, you can be outside. Just how it goes. So neck and shoulders, right? So let's start with a few shoulder rotations. I'm preaching to the choir here, aren't I?
I just have to remember.
Shut up and let's move already.
But slow, right, Christopher? With Qigong?
It could be fast or slow.
Oh, we are allowed to go faster? Okay.
Yep.
It's almost
Everything's
good
supposed to
here.
be done today, so.
Nice.
We tend to be a fast-paced culture, so it's good to bring some slowness into
I
our
know,
movement practices.
and I'm
And there's
so bottom.
times where you just want to get, like how many of you love Kundalini Yoga?
Well, yeah.
Not always slow, right?
No.
Maybe rarely slow.
No.
So that's a fiery practice. It builds heat, it builds energy, it circulates energy through the body. Sometimes I like Qigong as a flowing practice because I have so much energy up in my head that I want to slow it down and have the brain waves become a little more synchronized with the reality waves, because nature isn't fast. These
Yes.
plants are not hyperactive. They're just like, they're alive, and you all are finding it.
Yeah. I think it's good to slow down.
So then you can let an elbow start to lead the way. You can do one arm at a time or both. And if you have one side that's tighter than the other, then let that have a little bit more. It doesn't need to be equal. It doesn't need to be equal. It doesn't need to be equal amounts. And let your whole body be part of this. It is anyway. So relish the movement moving all the way down to the outside of the foot, like we did when we were plucking grapes in the beginning. Right? You found the outside of your foot in that one. And then you bring in the breath. Doesn't matter where the inhale and the exhale is, it matters that you notice, that it's part of your experience. You can go the other way if you want to change it up. And then find the energy within the movement in the breath. You're alive in this moment. You can bring your hands around behind and interlace and press the knuckles towards the floor, bringing the shoulder blades together. And then chin down while the chest lifts, and then up and over to one side. And slowly, now slow is good with the neck for sure. Open and close your mouth, your jaw, blink your eyes, relax your face. Be careful with going back. You can go back by going straight back. And please don't reach this back position by rolling it around. So if you're going to roll, you only go halfway. And if you want to look up, you do that from the center. And then you can look down. And if this is too much for your shoulders, then you can release. Let's do that one from Healing Qigong where you curl the fingers in towards the head and press the palm of the hand away. Now soften your knees so that energy can flow down to your feet as well. Powerfully press the palm of the hand away. So that arm is straight now. It's a meridian stretch. So you're curling the fingers up, trying to touch your ear. And then curling them up the other way. Keep releasing and relaxing in your jaw and your mouth. And also your eyes. Feel this beautiful quiet that's settled in. Bring those arms up and wrap them around like eagle arms. Lifting the elbows. See if you can get your fingers to the inside of the palm, and it's okay if it doesn't reach. That's a proportion thing. And then lift and lower the elbows. And breathe into all the places that feel tight. And then see which one's on top and swap.
Are palms touching?
They might.
Okay.
It could be that your fingers reach around. Depends on how long your arms are. Someone with longer arms can find the full wrap around.
Yeah.
And shorter
I
arms,
could
it's
go like
totally
3
okay.
times.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, what should I do? Thank you for that. Okay, thank you.
If you're feeling something, it's working.
Yep.
And relax and shake out the legs. Now some of you know the eagle pose from yoga. So for balance pose, choice of tree, right? With the focused gaze. Or you could take these eagle arms, Garudasana, and wrap one arm over and the other leg under and wrap again. And then, or foot to, thigh or leg. Right? Focused gaze, hold your drishti for balance pose. Find a steady place to look. Breathe here. Press down with the big toe ball mound of your base foot. More. And here. Notice your foot is always adjusting. Your body is so brilliantly intelligent. Always working it out. And then place that foot down as softly as you can. Shake out the standing leg. And then choices for tree, toe on the ground, calf, or thigh. And if you bring it up to the thigh, you do need to squeeze powerfully so it doesn't slide down. It's not about friction, it's about energetic contact by muscular engagement. If you touch your thumbs to your sternum, lift. And then where's your gaze? It really helps. And you can bring your arms as wide as the world if you'd like. Find your breath. Grateful for that standing foot. Working it out. And then set it down. Just hold still for a moment. Feet are a little wider than hip width apart. We'll collect the chi. Inhale up. Exhale, slide the hands down the front of the body. And then when they reach your side with the palms open, we'll do the 2-gate breathing meditation. As you breathe in, bring your attention to your core center. And as you breathe out, notice the palms of your hands. Breath in through the nose, attention to your lower dantian. Breath out through the nose, attention in your palms of your hands. Feel the presence. And your knees soft. And the tailbone reach for the ground while the crown of your head reaches for the ceiling. Lifting your sternum, lengthening the back of the neck. Let the corners of your mouth lift towards your ears. Feel the humming, the warmth, the buzzing. And inside of that, what is inside of that? Relax. Let's stagger a little bit for the willow tree, looking left and right. You don't have to do a big arm swing. It can be nice and gentle because it's more about the low back. So for this one, plant the feet well and let the hands wrap around. You can all come in. Come. There you go.
This way.
Oh, that was a good challenge, like dodging the willow tree. It's like Frogger, right?
Great reality show.
Okay, this is our new yoga reality show.
Yeah.
Make your way through a crowded yoga room without getting hit by any.
The extra points if they say excuse me.
So remember, there's two different ways to do this. So with strongly planted legs, it targets the low back. And that's what this one is being suggested for because we haven't really done a low back tightness thing, right? And then if you'd like, the release of the legs, the release of the heel, you could bring your arm up and around. And then this one's called tossing. I learned this one from Daisy Lee. It's like, can you let the past go? And this moves into the hips a little bit more. Good, and we'll bring the hands around, and this time wrap around, give yourself a big hug, and look down at your heels, and breathe into your back. And then the other way, give yourself a hug, and breathe into your back. While Daniela's doing the thread her way through. I'm so glad you all are joining us. This whole class is a warm-up. You haven't missed a thing. This is warm-up for life, today's classes. Is it feeling good so far?
Yes.
All right, let's activate all of our energy points by doing chi tapping. So your fingers are little velvet-covered hammers, and you're lightly going to start.
Velvet, did I hear? Velvet-covered hammers?
You did. It's just a suggestion. It's just a suggestion.
Red velvet.
Let's let this laugh go. Inhale, bring up. Exhale. Okay, let's do the 2-gate breathing and then we'll come back to the velvet hammers. Feel yourself use every opportunity to connect deeply within. Every opportunity. not feel the energy moving. That's a preliminary observation. When your energy is tuned, you won't feel buzzing, tingling, because it's flowing well, right? So it's great either way. Notice where in your body there's tightness or density or darkness, emotionally, mentally, or physically. We hold our history in our body. So here we go with our fingers. Starting up, breathing in, and breathing out. Now this is Qi tapping, which is meant to use this physical pressure to activate the acupressure points. And if you enjoy EFT and affirmations, you're welcome to employ that for yourself as you go along. You are safe and held in this space. Tap everywhere. Let yourself fully feel what you're feeling. Getting things out with a sigh whenever they show up. Tears or laughter are welcome in this space. Keep tapping. Especially if you find a place where there's held trauma or physical injury. Give that a little extra attention. And then try any form of an I am statement to yourself. I am healed. I am whole. I am safe. I am loved. I am happy. I am healthy. Retrain your nervous system. Bring it right over your beautiful heart. Imagining healing red light, nourishing your heart. And the lungs, filled with vibrant, scintillating white, healthy lung power. And the liver, the largest organ in your body, after your skin. It's on the right side, in the front and the back. It's up under your ribs and down almost to your hips. Without a healthy liver, you would not be here today, so be grateful for your body's filtration. And over to the left, the stomach of digestion and the spleen distributes the energy extracted from food to your body. Breathe gratitude in a bright gold and yellow light into this area. And then around the navel, grateful for your digestion. Very gentle. And then trace the line from the top of the pubic bone to the bottom of the navel. This is the center of your chi. Your vitality is right here. And then with little circles of your hands, you can seek to find your kidneys. They're up a little bit. You don't need to strain your shoulder. You can go up and down. And then down to your hips, gentle fists. Knock on the hip crests. And then as we fold forward, remember to bend your knees, and you can come around the backs of the legs, around the ankles, and out to the front. Let's go around 3 times. Around and down. And then around and up. And then back up, center, and then unfurl one arm. Down the inside, around the wrist, and up the outside. And across. So 3 times around, like it's a big infinity symbol. Daniela's playing the game again. Move around and not get bruised. And then shake it out. Okay, let's do throwing away the trash. So it's kind of like that breath of joy we do in yoga. It's just simpler. So we're going to inhale, bring the hands up and back. And then exhale, we're going to make a loud sound together as we throw off excess energy towards the floor and bend the knees. So it's like this. Yeah, good. Shake it off. Krishna agrees. 3 more. Make loud. Good. More. And come to stand. Okay, let's pause and feel that with 2-gate breathing. Palms forward, shoulder blades down and back. Chin draws in. Get a little bit taller through the crown of the head. Breathe in and out through the nose. Attention to the belly button area on the inhale. Attention to the hands on the exhale. Eyes opened or closed. Feel everything. Let the mind flicker. It's okay that it ping-pongs around. Let it be. Yeah, relax. How does it feel? Clap for yourselves. This is you tending to you. So good. A few more places we haven't got to, right? Who wants to point?
But
Let's inventory here. What else? Where haven't we warmed up? Knees, backs of the legs. We did a little bit, but they can use a lot, right? Hip flexors. Toes. All right? So let's work our way up. So let's start with the feet. So you can step 1 foot behind you, and then you're going to circle the toes and just kind of smush them around. I have a hurt foot on that side, so let me demonstrate with this side. Whenever you have something that's hurt, just work around it. It's okay. We all have bodies. I dropped a log on my toe the other day. It's like, okay, it's not broken, bleeding, and I'm not going to lose the toenail.
Wow.
It'll be okay. Yeah. It hurt like the dickens. Oh, and then I was so grateful for toenails. Like, new appreciation for toenails.
Nice.
Like, totally worked.
Oh, yeah.
So if you don't have a toenail injury, you can do the other foot.
I never thought of nails as little shields.
Little
I
shields.
never thought of it like that.
What a miraculous design.
Toenails.
Toenails! This is toenail gratitude practice.
Little arms. You see the log coming. They're like,
And they grow out so perfectly. How many of you have injured and lost a nail? It grows back.
Yeah.
But look at it. Like, look at the one you lost. It's like as if it were never. It's new. And then now let that movement become the ankle movement, like behind you, or I think I'm going to try it in front. There we go. Ankle. Open that gate. Both ways. And then the other. Daniela, what's a glute movement stretch that you like, since you said glutes?
this
Oh,
one's
like a
always,
tiger.
Yeah, you can do standing. You can do it like, you can do it. Yeah, you really. Although you don't all have a wall. You can, I mean, if your balance is okay, you can.
Everybody's balance is open.
You can hold on to each other's shoulders.
Yeah, do you want to do like,
You can do a kickball.
okay,
You can counter it with the going the other, you know, with the arms.
No. I like it.
Okay, and then we'll do the tiger too, which is the deep knee bend that really works it. Okay, good. I just found our peak. Whoa. He's so happy that you all are here. He loves people.
He's like, why are you all inside and not out there?
Yeah, exactly.
Why are you not taking photos of them?
All right, and then let's find a lunge-like thing. So a foot forward and a foot back, heel up or down in the back. Which one's better? Whichever one gets into the area that you'd like to target. So for me, heel up helps me get into that hip flexor, which is the place where I get really tight. And then, simple move is bend and straighten both knees. So you kind of go up and down. And then find your breath. Doesn't matter where the inhale and the exhale is. It matters that it's part of your experience. And then anytime you want to hold it, you can. And velvet hammers right on the spot that's holding tight. And then gratitude. Thank you for this part of the body. That works so well. A little fist. You can lean, bring your arms back. And then change sides. Ooh, shake it out. Some width between your feet will help you balance. Heel up or down. And then bend and straighten your knees. And then there's the breath. And then if you're holding it, little hammers or small fist. Gratitude for this part of the body. And then if you'd like, chest opener. Gazing slightly upward. Full breath in and out. Shake it out. It's intense, right? We try a leg swing there. This is a little simpler of a release. This part. Counterbalance with the arms. And then I'm going to send Daniela on an errand to weave through everybody's legs. Go to the back corner of that room.
Oh, like Frogger.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
You can make sure those ropes are straight.
I want that on video though.
Actually, for willow tree.
Only I am being recorded. All right, and then let's give everything a shake. So I think for our peak today, we'll do the retrieving the moon from the sea move. How many of you did that challenge with Jaya?
I keep doing that. I love it so much.
So this is a martial art Qigong move, Kung Fu move. We work with a high horse stance, so the feet are wide apart, and you only come down as far as is good for your back and for your legs and for your knees. So please honor your own practice here. And this is a challenge by choice. So we'll go for a couple of minutes and you can pause anytime you'd like. The idea, the story goes, is that a monk was standing in the water up to his ankles and saw the reflection of the moon in the water. There's a lot of wine involved in these old stories. Saw the moon and reflected and wanted to lift it back up to the sky. Okay, so there's an energetic scooping, as if you're holding this beautiful moon, elevating it as you lean back only to your area of comfort. And then as you come forward, you realize there it is again in the water. So you bend the knees, bring the hands behind you between the legs, and scoop. Now this is either one full breath cycle or two full breath cycles. You find it. Breathing through the nose, bending the knees a lot. And if it hurts your knees or your back, I'll show you the modified version. So this is the modified. And only come back to your comfort and let the back move be an exhale. This activates the front line. Full core, breath out. If you're doing a single breath, it's inhale to scoop, exhale to lift and back. Full core engagement, friends. Protect your back. Let's hear your breath. Set a timer for 2 minutes. All right, there we go. Minute and 50 seconds left. Go at your own pace. Pause anytime you'd like. Bend those knees. Feel your power. You've got to use your whole body. Lift your perineum. Engage your core the whole time. Let the power of your legs do most of the work. Keep your neck in line with the spine. Breathing through the nose to cultivate energy. Use a quiet Ujjayi breath to connect with your power. Eyes can be opened or closed. Keep going, keep breathing. Almost there. And come on back. Step your feet together. Collect the chi. Feel the energy field weaving through your fingers. It's measurable. Tune in. A couple on your own, nice and slow. That's the pace that you can go. You can stay with this whole process for the whole cycle and train your mind to one full collecting the chi. Notice everything. Keep going if this feels delightful, and pause if it feels complete. Your choice. your body find its own alignment. It knows that the little micro adjustments happen. And then both hands are palm up in front of the lower dantian. Let's adjust the feet, wider than hip width, soft knees. And we'll close with this centering exercise. You release one hand, connects to the heavens above, comes down this column of light to the upper dantian, your heart center, and your vitality center. The other hand comes up, reaches for the heavens above, draws in connection to spirit, to your upper chakras, the heart, and then it replaces, and then when you're ready, the other hand. Eyes can be opened or closed, breathing through the nose. Feel the harmonized you, upper, middle, and lower, all together, all synchronized. And then let's do one more, left and right, fully present. Let this be enough for your mind. Nothing is lacking. And let's coordinate with our friends to the left and right and come to lie down and release into the embrace of this community. Just find a way to rest. So release into the generous embrace of the earth. Thank you all for coordinating the generous embrace of this community, in person and virtual. There truly is no distance between our souls and our hearts. Your shoulder blades come together, turning your head a little left and right. You can have your legs out straight. If it's not so comfortable for your back, you can bend your knees so the feet are flat on the floor and let the knees come to touch in the middle. And that will create a constructive release for your low back. If there's any movements that your body's saying, more of this please, and you can give into that with the goal of finding some stillness. Let your teeth separate. Let your tongue relax. If your eyes are not so certain they want to be closed, you can let them blink. And it's okay to keep them open as well. The earth has you. The earth is always supporting you and has always supported you and will always support you. Never has there been a moment in your life where the earth isn't whispering softly, I've got you. Relax. Release. You've done well. Please rest. One last breath in through the nose and let it out with a sigh. breath is coming from a great distance, across rivers and forests and fields, across great oceans, deserts and mountains, willingly filling your lungs. Filling your cells with gratefulness, consciously scanning your body. Reminding yourself of goodness, gratefulness. Letting there be some movement. Recognizing that we have the great honor to be in community of like-hearted, kind-hearted people. You can find a spinal twist, which may put you in contact with your neighbor. It's okay. It's okay. Whenever you touch someone, remember, I get to be in community with amazing people. Once you've twisted both ways, you can make your way back up to a seat or to a kneeling just for a moment for our close.
There is a knower who experiences everything. There is a knower who experiences everything. There is a presence dancing everywhere. And there is a lover who embraces us all. We are one with that light. We are one with that power. And we are one with that love. There is a knower who experiences everything. There is a presence dancing everywhere, and there is a lover who embraces us all. We are one with that light. We are one with that power. And we are one with that love. Breathe in deep and exhale long. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.